Well, hey, Internet. Didn't see you there. You're in my other backyard. Little known fact, there's another house that I co-own. And so I'm out here this weekend, not at my own house, but at my other house. It's in the city. It's noisy. You can hear cars coming and going. I am working on putting gutters up on this house because and then I'm just going to put up standard gutters. I went and bought them today. The heat again was too hot. I couldn't touch the wood. Psst, 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 psst. But in all seriousness, every 7 years we used to have what's called a super El Nino, right? And that meant massive flooding. And now we're really down to every 3 years we're having super El Ninos. And the ocean has actually hit all three variables that it needs to be a super El Nino this year, which is more than 2 degrees. Actually, it's a half degree Celsius elevated, but it's already 2.5, and it might hit 2.7. This will mean massive Texas storms, like massive. Like you go from drought to, listen, I can't even explain it unless you've been here. Truck drivers have drowned underneath the bridges instantly because these storms have come and dumped so much water so fast that truck drivers can't get away. And those guys are seriously skilled. So, long story short, while it's hot and miles away from the idea of this much water, I have got to plan for this winter being in a super El Nino winter. Whether it is or not, time will tell. But if I don't plan on it, then for sure it will be. And so part of that is this house is the new construction, and as new construction, they've cheated on it in every possible way. Now I'm going to build my 1,000-year house for 1/3 what this house cost. 1/3. And I'm building it with my own 2 hands, and it's taken me a while, but I think I might still build it faster than this one went up, maybe. This one was almost 2 years. So I'm a year plus a little bit into my other one, and it will be a 1,000-year home. The quality that I put out, everything's 5/8. Anyway, it's much higher quality. But it's a darn shame you put in $300,000-$400,000 into a home and you don't get gutters, you don't get sprinklers, you don't get anything, right? So I'm here. I made it here in time. It's in the evening. I'm went and got the supplies to do this work. So I'm going to start measuring and putting up a gutter. Let me rotate. So if you walk out, you can't step off the porch, right? Because the torrential rains just come down. And Leah went ahead and put in a nice, extension to the stones. I didn't do this work. She did that work just to keep the everything from washing away when it starts. But what I haven't decided is if I'm going to wrap around a little bit and put the downspout there or here, and then I'll put you on pause. We'll go look at the front of the house and debate on that a little bit too. So this is the one that's the real problem. The main, when you step out of the main door, a couple of things. One, I want to have a little, I wanted to have done a little half-inch step. Like, I think that's just asking for people to fall. That's ridiculous. It's lazy. It's bad grading. But okay, so again, going back to the quality of, the builder's houses in a subdivision. These roof lines like this, where a roof into a roof, and it's all the rage and everything does it. But the problem is, it dumps rain here, it dumps rain there, and then dumps rain down right where you want to walk in, right? So I'm going to work on the back and get the back one in place and get a rhythm first, and then hopefully I'll be able to do that. It does feel like it might possibly rain, but that's won't find me at my own place this week. I'm doing something a little different, and this isn't even the other house that I'm working on, the Bavarian house in the woods. Nah, this is the city cottage. So I'm glad that I took a minute to lay everything out. Missing some things. I'll talk about it real quick. Sundown. This camera does really good low light, but rotate. So sometimes these pipes, they have a crimp in them where I can clip them together. But I see that these need clips, and we didn't get those from Lowe's. So again, I'm in the city, so no big deal. Plus, I want ice cream. It is July 4th weekend, so I'd like to work on this Sunday without having to drive a lot of places. I got a turn. I've got the downspout. I've got the spout. I've got an extra section for doing this part as well as any fills. I've got the end caps for it. Put it down. Alright, I got the end caps. Already one in place there, but not glued in. That little section will do that as well as a little bit there. Let me see. There's another end cap that'll need on that end. So I got that. Alright. Oh, not only am I missing the connector clips, but I'm also missing, I don't have any sheet metal screws, so I gotta go get some sheet metal screws. So those two things. And then I'll be able to do this tomorrow, hopefully before it heats up. It's a beautiful evening. Let me rotate. Austin sky is looking good. So this is about 100 miles from the ranch. So that's why you don't see it very often. But cute little place. The cottage we call this. So. Alright, but going back to that monsoon, I have faith that there'll be way too much rain this winter. Way too much rain. So I got to build my drive up high enough. I have to get the gutters on this before the rain. And in my own spread, I would like to have the adobe earth bag with the concrete mix up around the base so that I don't have. So I've got a little bit of digging to do, and probably might run out of time. October, it might start raining. So need to double up. Get that ensuite done so I have some comfort, get the foundation in, get these in. So like, subscribe. I'll put this up for the holiday weekend. I'm not going to see any fireworks. I've seen plenty. Plus it's way too hot and dry in Texas, and I kind of am a worrywart when it comes to fire. So I don't get the same emotional reward that others get out of the fireworks display at this point in my life. So, but happy birthday, America. I'm glad for it. And like, subscribe. God bless America. All right. Bye-bye.